Hi beauties, it's Jean Persani with Beauty and the Stamper. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure you click the subscribe button right down here. And if you came from one of my fellow global stampers, welcome. And this is a collaboration with global stampers, other demonstrators from around the world. And this month we're doing a manly masculine card. So I decided that I wanted to use the Sailing Home because I feel that this can make a quick and easy masculine card, and that's what I am all about. If you are from the United States and you don't have a demonstrator, please feel free to purchase any of the items or any Stampin' Up! Products on my online store, which is jeanpersonti.stampinup.net. And for May, my host code is ZN9ZXKE3. If you are from any of the other countries, if you watch me and shop in any of the other countries, find your demonstrator. I'm going to put their link right down below, who is also doing this collab. So, all right, let's get started. I'm using the Sailing Home. I'm also using the Stampin' Cut smooth sailing dies here, and let me show you the colors that I've chose is Night of Navy on Whisper White. So I took a piece of Whisper White and cut it right in half and then scored it at 4 1/4, so I have a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 there. And then on this one here, I took a little bit of just under an inch off of there, maybe about an inch. This was actually a piece that I had, so when I scored it, I found that I had this extra piece. So I said, let's go ahead and just make a second card using this, and we'll just go ahead and go with it. I am using the Designer Series paper. It has the lighthouse on it, and then it has a back side as well. This was a 6x6 because I take all my papers and cut them into 6x6s. And I had some extra pieces here. Again, I cut about an inch off of this one here. And so I'll save this for another card for the extra scrappy pieces. And then this one I cut down about a 1/4 of an inch so I would have a nice little white border here. So let's go ahead and get started. What I want to do is I actually want to not do any of the stamping here, but actually cut out a piece right here. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I am going to bring out my Big Shot, which you guys, I have seen the new Stampin' Cut machine that's going to be coming out. I don't know when it's going to be coming out. That's the only thing. But I'm going to take this little guy right here, and I'm going to move him right. Oh, I'm using the magnetic plate, so I have to be careful. I'm going to move him. I want him to be somewhat straight. There we go. I'm just going to put this plate right on there and zoom it through there. Okay. And I will use that again in a bit. And then I do have this extra piece if I wanted to do something with it, so I will save it maybe for my second card, but most likely for a future card. So every time you see me cut something out, it'll be there. Alright, so I've got this piece, and it's straight enough. So we've got that there. Now, I could take my stamp and try and stamp this perfectly in that hole, but it may be a little difficult, and I can't really just stamp it. I could if I had my Stamparatus, but we're going to actually just stamp on another piece of Whisper White. So we're going to take our Night of Navy and our little lighthouse. We're going to stamp that up, and we're just going to stamp it there. And then we're just going to cut that right out, and we will end up with a piece like this. Okay, I'm also, while I'm at it, I'm going to take this guy here, Set Sail in the Directions of Your Dreams, and just take a piece here. We're going to use this piece that also comes in the cut and emboss for the smooth sailing dies. It fits perfectly right here, and when we run that through, we've got this piece like this. So I also have some white baker's twine, and this is going to be a quick and easy card, you guys. Let me show you. I'm going to get out my snail adhesive, and we've got this piece here, and I'm just going to line them up just like this. I'm going to put some adhesive right around, and then again line that up there, and you have to keep it up a little bit until you're ready to be exactly lined up. Then once you get it exactly where you want it, then push that down. Okay, now we're going to cut off any excess, and you can use your paper snips, but just go right under the designer series paper. Just like that. And then you can do the other bits as well. And there you go. And it's perfectly lined up. I did get it a little crooked, but that is okay. So we're going to go ahead and line that guy up like this. And now you need to decide, do you want to have that popped up with some dimensionals, or do you want to have it just straight on the card? I want to pop it up. Why? Because I want to have that dimension on there. And I want people to be like, hey, it's popped up, but it's right on the background. How'd they do that? So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, so I've got some of those on here. Since it is designer series paper, I'll probably throw on a couple more right here on the places that aren't as sturdy as this one. So I'm just going to take your pick tool and pop these little guys off. And I think this one didn't come off. Let's see. No. So we are going to line this up. See that? See how this is blocked, but this is straight up against that paper there. Really fun. And now I'm going to take my Set Sail in the Direction of Your Dreams. And guess what I forgot to do? Of course I did. I forgot to put this on. And I think we're kind of stuck. But I was going to have this coming through there. But that's okay. Guess what? We can work with errors. And you know me. If you are new to my channel, then you don't know that I do everything pretty much as is. I don't edit out, because you guys, I want to show you that you can redo anything, and hopefully we're rework what you already got going. So I'm just going to wrap that around my finger a few times. And then I'm still going to want that twine in there. I'm going to set it off to the side, and we are going to pop this little guy up. And I'm going to put a good amount there because I'm going to want to have that twine being held on with these now. I did use that snail adhesive, you guys. If you love the snail adhesive, grab it while it's still in stock, because they are going to be discontinuing it and replacing it with 2 other types. I'm just moving this around to get it how I kind of like it. And I am not worried about it being off center or anything like that. And I'm just going to stick that right in here. And then if you have a little straggler that you just kind of is too long, just cut it and move these around however you'd like them. But just being kind of any which direction is a really, look at that, cute. So that is my first card. I think it's kind of masculine card. And let's go ahead and move on to the second card here, because again, I made a little flip, and so this had some extra space. But look at this great stamp set. It says, "You are my true north." So I'm just going to take that. We're going to ink that up again with that Night of Navy. I mean, we're doing everything with one stamp set. I'm going to put this right on here. One piece of Whisper White and then some scraps. And I'm going to take this. I'm going to put my snail adhesive on here. So we're just going to make 2 cards just for fun. I'm going to line this up. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm just going to take my snips here and run it right across. And now I have that piece that we had stamped and ran it through here. And I'm just going to stick this guy right in here. Just quick and simple. So now that I know that I'm going to stick those guys there, let me put these on here. I'm going to add a couple birds, but I'm going to have the birds kind of in the background. Now, I want those parts to be down. So I'm going to grab, well, actually, where did those little minis go? I'm going to grab my mini dimensionals here. And just go right here and right there. And if I even want them smaller, there's these little pieces on the edge where you can cut. And so you can literally cut them as large or as small as you want them. So I think I'll even cut this one right in half and have these little teeny mini pieces holding up those edges, right? Because who wants these little flippy guys, you know, losing their straightness. Okay, next piece. I'm going to move this over. Well, I'm going to see where I want it. And I'm going to kind of, well, I think I'm going to center it from here to here and put it right here. And then add those birds. And all I'm doing is using the one color. So we've got those little birds there. I know where I want them. So I'm going to just stick them right down there. Look at that. Monochromatic card. And now he's going to be over just a little bit. But I am okay with that. Where did I, of course, oh, here it is. You guys. You can always count on me to act exactly like you guys in the craft room or worse. I'm taking all these little pieces off. If you don't have one of these take your pick tools yet, you need one. Okay. Move that right there. And look at that cute card. All right, so we've made 2 cards. I think they're both pretty masculine, and these are very budget-friendly cards, you guys. We used 1 piece of paper plus some scraps, and what else? 1 ink pad and 1 stamp set. And I got the stamp set and the dies, and when you bundle, you're saving 10%. Some of the bundles are not moving into the new catalog, so make sure you look at those retired lists and your last chance shopping and go ahead and check all of that out. All right, beauties, again, the other stampers, their link is down below. Please check them out. Make sure you leave a comment on every video that you watch and give us a thumbs up. Let me know which one's your favorite card, the light blue or the dark blue. All right, I will talk to you later and have a wonderful day. Bye.
Together